It seems every now and then when a new game comes out, my intuition is to just do as much dumb crap as I humanly can. Welcome back to Subnautica 2. I decided to do something even dumber than I did last time. If you didn't see it, or if you want to see it, you can click on the top right hand card. Last time I played Subnautica 2, I built a tunnel throughout most of the Subnautica 2 map in its current early access state, and it allowed us to basically put things anywhere along this base and use it anywhere in the base because it's all one continuous continuity. I thought that was really dumb, but it had a purpose. It was still somewhat useful. What I decided to do today was not. I decided to get not one, not two, but 20,000 grease. This all started with my friend who joined me last time building the tunnel when they duplicated grease, and it just kind of became this very small bit. Off camera, we built a very small base where we collected about 250 grease, again, kind of just as a little bit, and to just keep playing the game. Yeah, we're gonna crush that. Welcome to the 20,000 grease under the sea. I have nothing else to say. That week was awful. Come on, guys, it couldn't have been that bad. You know, it's funny, my job said the same thing, and I'm not too sure why. What up, guys? The only difference between the last time I streamed and this time I streamed is I no longer have like the side hair, you know? We're just mustache and beard now. Where was I? I was in New York and Pennsylvania and fucking what is the other state over there? Maine? Yes. This is what we're gonna be collecting all day. I cannot go through another fucking hey. I love you. Be with me, you're fantastic, I want to spend my life with you, kids, blah 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 blah. Only for it all to just be like some sort of huge facade so that they can get whatever the hell it is that they wanted out of the relationship. And then I'm stuck picking up the pieces of whatever fucking nightmare abomination that they created, right? Okay, in order to get 10,000 degrees, we really are just gonna have to like shove these into lockers, fill our inventory up, craft the grease, and then drag it all into fucking things. I always think, you know, when I catch a break, that it's like, oh, this is the break. This is what life has been handing me, right? And it never is. It never is. Like, I don't actually expect it to work out, not because I don't want it to, but because life has handed me nothing but moldy fucking lemons my entire life. So, like, give me a break, goddammit. The universe has a very fucked up sense of humor, right? Like, it's not just me. Everyone has some fucked up shit that goes on consistently, constantly. Like, life in general is just not a very happy-go-lucky, you know, here's this, enjoy this. Right, at least we're here, is truly the argument. But, my god, it truly doesn't feel like it wants to give me what I need. Yosel? Yosef, sorry. Fucking... I don't have my glasses. I'm gonna be blind. Don't abandon... Look, it's definitely not my plan to abandon content creation. I think even if I had an extremely high-paying job and I was extraordinarily successful and didn't really have much time on my hand, I would still try to make time to make content. And that is one thing I realized while I was on vacation, is like, I truly do love making content. With all the time that I will now have to make videos and everything, that is my goal. I really want to make like 5 to 10 videos. Where is RC? Over there? Well, I hope RC is getting grease. How much are we at right now? Where do you use grease? You use it for the wake maker. So we have 295 grease. Why 10,000? Are you familiar with 10,000 lumens under the sea? Or 10,000, whatever the thing is? There's something with 10,000 in the sea, okay? I don't know. I don't know what specifically, but the world has decided that that's the case. RC! North 10,000 leagues under the sea. It was leagues. Oh, what is happening? What the fuck is that? Oh, I got nibbled. I got gibbled. Is this not going to take 9 hours? That's kind of the idea. What? Listen, what do I do that doesn't take 9 fucking hours? Through TSA to let you bring PCs? You can bring an entire desktop. You can bring a whole 30-pound desktop. I don't believe you. I hope you really like the crafting noise, because that's what we're gonna hear, RC. The thing is, 10,000 is a lot. We're gonna have to film, because how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 35 per locker. That's 70, 105. So 3 lockers. We'll just say 3 lockers is 100. You know, even though it's 105. 300 lockers? Is my math correct on that? It'll be slightly less than 300 lockers, but am I in the ballpark there? Here's what we'll do. I think we're gonna create a whole new area. I know the game doesn't really like me building more to this fucking base, but I'm gonna do 10 so I can get an idea as to how big this needs to be. So if that's 10 and we do 10 on this wall, oh god. Because this needs to be 10 times this, plus the other side, and then we still have to keep going. RC, we might be in for a very long stream. Well, the thing is, we're going to be duping because this is like... We're already going to be grinding for 10,000 goddamn grease, so what the fuck's the point of, you know, also getting all the titanium after we did the last stream of titanium? Go. Get over there. Go. Get! We can turn these farms into quartz farms. That might help a little bit. Now. You know, it's kind of weird. So I didn't really have internet on my vacation. Evidently, because I wasn't able to do a whole lot. And it's really bizarre because I think that's when I was actually at my most creative for like ideas and things I wanted to do. Not in terms, like, obviously we still do dumb shit like this. Like, this is still just a random little thing. I was like, you know what, it'd be really funny to do 10,000 instead of lumens or whatever the fuck. 10,000 grease under the sea. Still stupid, still logical. It's that's my motto, right? That's what we do here. However, like, in terms of, for instance, Celeste levels and stuff, dude, my brain was just, like, racking through hundreds of different level ideas and, like, different creations that I could do in Celeste. And then it was doing the same thing for video ideas regarding, like, things like FNAF. I haven't even played FNAF in ages, and for some reason, that's where my brain went. Okay, so that's 50 lockers, I think, or like 40 lockers. I actually kind of lost count, but we need that. I think it needs to be double that at a minimum. We already have like 200 grease, so I'm not too worried about that part of it. And then this will be my route. I'm gonna go collect all of these sacks, the top ones first, and then the bottom ones once those regrow. And then I'll break the quartz on my way before I do it, and then after I do it, build more lockers, and then just kind of go in a cycle. We'll see how long this takes. I did find out that so like spending so much time with my mom, I have come to realize that she's definitely my mom. Like, I don't know if anyone else has done that, but like, you just kind of come to this realization, like, man, I'm a lot like them. Oh my god, you're spinning beacons! Okay, that's almost 100, so it's almost a third of what we're gonna need. Okay, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is 100 lockers. Not built, of course, but that it should be 100 lockers. I don't know. I used to have so much shit. I mean, my floor as a kid would never be clean because I just had too much stuff. Nowadays, I barely have posters, right? I lost all of it in my first move, and then I lost even more on my second move, and then I lost even more on my third move, and then I lost even more on my fourth move. Well, I used to have an entire shelf. I'm talking like an actual massive bookcase of Legos. And when I moved out here, again, my plan was never to be out here where my mom is. When they canceled my flight and everything, that's like part of the stuff that I lost. That was thousands and thousands of dollars of Legos given to me from Christmases, stuff that I had bought, birthdays, you'd fucking name it. But I think that move in particular is what made me not really care about my stuff as much. Like, okay, I lost most of it. I'd rather at least have the choice to lose all my stuff this time. Or at least give it to people that I know will care about it a little bit more.
I kind of stopped caring about a lot of that when I joined the military.
Yeah, and I think that's another way that I think a lot of people kind of lose the attachment to stuff. Because like, at the end of the day, it's just stuff. Because this base is too fucking long. We just have this monolith of a tunnel. My god. This is stupid as shit. Okay, I think I'm just gonna keep this hatch here, because oh my god. This is absurd.
No, my idea actually gives negative quartz.
Negative quartz? What the fuck?
Yeah, it took the quartz.
That's so weird.
It duplicated the titanium and it took the quartz.
So the whole refund system must just be a little borked. If you're wondering, by the way, the main system of duplication is to place a bunch of rooms around you, like so. And then, you can place even more if you want to, but using the refund bases system, you can then look at these bases and refund them. Upon doing so, we'll spawn a bunch of beacons, all with the titanium, despite you never actually spending a single piece of it. It only really works for these base pieces up here, and even then it breaks for about these, like 2 of these, I think, and it doesn't work for pretty much everything else. So you can really only do titanium and glass specifically, because that's what these have. It's bizarre, and I'm not really sure how the system works. I think it's just slightly borked in this mythology, but if I do this here, you can see that upon refunding it, I only get the titanium. Don't know. Don't really care. Doesn't really matter for the sake of this video because we have these farms.
I think it was completely unprompted too. You were just like, when I get back, do you want to get 10,000 trees?
Yeah, I did do that, didn't I? I think it's worth it, RC.
On your trip, when you're supposed to be vacationing, you're still like, yo, when I get back, 10,000 grease.
Yeah, why not? That sounds like something I would do. You kept talking about Greece while I was on vacation. I simply answered the call. Someone commented on my latest video, the smarter you become in the world, the more you learn it's easier to be dim in others' eyes, so they're surprised when you pull out random knowledge that comes in clutch in times of need. Because we had that conversation about like acting dumber than you actually are. I think that's pretty fucking fair. One pretty funny thing that I realized while, you know, not being in my hometown and everything, because obviously I live in the city, I mean, or at least like close enough to the city that's definitely considered city life. So being in places where there was no city, was no internet and all that shit, people suck near the cities.
Yeah.
They're just so fucking narcissistic and stuck in their own heads. That's fair. See, and I really liked retail. I don't know why. But only the one job, when I was a manager, that's when I liked retail. Like, if you ever want to see just how stupid society is, I think retail is the absolute best way to realize that. Because holy fuck, people are dumb. Like, the average person is just... Man, I'm surprised they made it through however long they're alive.
We have a furniture place near us that while you're shopping, they give you free wine and shots and beer.
You mentioned that, I think in a text or something. What, like... Just for free? Can you just go there?
You don't even have to buy anything. Yeah. But yeah, apparently there's a group of regulars that just go in and do shots with the owner in the morning.
That is... Now that's a life right there.
That is an experience.
Yeah. But also, alcoholism is... I don't know. That's another thing you'll come to realize if you ever work like retail or in places where people consistently shop. There are so many drunks. They will never admit that they're drunks, but like, people will bring in water bottles full of liquor. Dude, I don't even drink soda every day. I don't even drink energy drinks every day. I don't even drink fucking water every day.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't drink water every day. Although I'm getting way better now.
I think yeah, I think I'm doing a little bit better. I drink because
All those hydration redeems made me actually realize that
right.
it is a drug. It's just one of the few legal ones.
Right. So I do kind of understand. But at the same time, the after effects of that are atrocious. Like, I don't know why people don't talk about how shitty you feel. You feel like shit every time.
I think if alcohol was found now, it would be banned. But it's been around for so long now.
Probably, yeah, that's actually a good point. Also, I kind of feel like we've killed the environment near our base. I can't find anything. I can't find fish. I can't find water slugs. I can't find titanium or quartz. Oh, I went and watched Toy Story 5 on opening day. I went with my mom. It is unironically a good fucking movie. I think in terms of like how I would rank the Toy Story movies, it would be like Toy Story 2 or 3, because they're both of those movies are just fantastic. And then Toy Story 5. Like, it's easily in the top 3 for me in terms of Toy Story movies. It is
I think I've only seen the one with the evil teddy bear.
The third movie? Yeah, that makes sense. But it's just a good film. It doesn't follow the same plot, I guess. And the thing is, I really liked 4. 4 was it's a very mature movie about like finding new purpose in life when you feel that your purpose has already been fulfilled, right? I don't know why people hate 4 so much. I just know that people hate 4. I think it's just because it undid the ending of 3. But I don't know. I feel like 4 is one of the better. Like, there's a lot, and I do mean a lot of different little things that it's going for. Like, a lot of messages, I guess you could put it that way. And I'm trying not to spoil it, so that's why I'm being non-specific. But there was a line that Jesse says in the movie that kind of hit me like a fucking freight train. And it was along the lines of, I can't love another kid only to lose them again.
Damn, what the heck?
Yeah. So I said it hit me like a fucking freight train, because it's like, oh my god, what? Jesus Christ. At one point, Jesse also says, just straight up, you're not the useless one. I am. I'm useless. And then jumps out a fucking window. And like, out of context, I know that sounds insane, but that's literally what occurs. But by the end of the movie, it's more so not like technology is bad, and technology absolutely has its place in use. But overuse of it obviously leads to problems and peril. But primarily, what causes technology to be bad is the people who fucking use technology. Like, Bonnie uses it to connect with friends that she otherwise wouldn't have, right? Like, that's the big overarching thing. Whereas at the beginning of the movie, people are actively bullying her on in like a chat. And makes the kid super fucking depressed. It's such a good movie. Yeah, pretty much. It's unironically such a good movie. I would recommend going to watch it. You know what's funny is I kind of am a mouth breather just because, well, one, my lung, like ever since my lung collapsed, I don't know why it's been easier to breathe through my mouth. But also, I'm so congested because of fucking allergies. So we're almost 1/10 the way in 2 hours. But once you also start getting some, I'm sure it'll speed up a little bit. but you're getting all the other necessary junk. I think on the where the other side of the other side of AB, if you go to that beacon, I believe you should be able to get a pad going, and you just throw it in the lockers, and I can craft it over here. This base is kind of coming clutch, not gonna lie. This game has so much to it for an early access. The fact that this is an incomplete product, I think, it kind of floors me a little bit. But I keep seeing discourse online about people saying, like, it's a downgrade, it's not as good, there's not as much content, yada 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 yada. I don't understand. I don't see it at all. I don't see how you can play this and say anything close to that. If you don't enjoy Subnautica, like, cool, whatever. That's totally different take, but like the whole fiasco where people were complaining that you couldn't kill things is just mind-boggling to me. I don't understand that. It's such a hyper-specific complaint. Realistically speaking, I would say probably like another 30 to 50, but I don't know if we'll need that much more.
I might already have that in my town.
You might, yeah, you very well might. Honestly, I'm out of titanium. Like I've been getting beacons because I need more. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 17 lockers here, and if this really is 100, I need to make 7 more. That's like 20. So it's 20 quartz, and then we need maybe 100. So we actually, like 100 more quartz is probably good. Just to be safe, but it depends on how accurate my math was regarding how much grease we have. I don't know. I think somewhere in the future, or like maybe in a different lifetime, I could totally be that nomadic person where I just kind of like travel, you know, get a fucking RV and just exist. But I love video games way too much, I think, to actually do that. We're 1/10 away, baby! What do you think I should do to fix this? Because I really would rather be able to actually play the game normally and not have weird bloom issues and whatnot. And this is definitely causing a weird performance problem because it's the shader issue. I just have no idea how
my
to fix it.
skybox looks like.
That's what your skybox looks like? Or is yours normal?
It's like that weird off-white color.
So yours is also broken like mine. So it's the save that's broken? What the hell?
If data overloaded your save, it would seem.
That's kind of interesting. How the fuck does that happen? Do you think we just have too much data? Because even when I load this save, it's the game wants to crash. Like it fully fucking freezes, which that's not good. We're definitely getting to the point where we might have too much shit.
No, they might not have been prepared to put a base around the entire map.
With 10,000 goddamn items. Because if it's this laggy at 1,000 items, I'm kind of worried about what it'll do at 10,000.
It also is just one really funny button that I think would fix the save if it actually becomes a problem.
Oh my god, dude. We gotta do it. We we have to see what happens when we refund this goddamn base.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go to another spot then. But you can... There's a whole
I was
route
doing
you can
the
do.
one over there.
Yeah, just get a full inventory of grease. Like, actually clear your inventory and just get grease. Because that fills up a locker and then a row. And just kind of name the lockers as you go. I think that's the best way to do it. Oh, wow, there's a lot of sacks over here. This actually might be easier than the route I was doing before. I'm gonna craft this in the grease. Well, I want all the grease to be over there. I don't want much grease to be outside of that spot. So I'm gonna put all the sacks over here, and then I'll craft them over there after a little bit. It takes like 1 full second for each one to craft. So at a minimum, we're gonna be here for 10,000 seconds just crafting. That means if someone's skipping through this VOD, there is a very, very, very high likelihood that it'll either be me looking at a fucking fabricator, or me looking in a locker. That's it. I think if I edit the video, I should have a segment where it's just me saying the word grease, because surely I've said it a lot.
The AntKen grease supercut.
Yeah. See, this is what AI should be used for. I should be able just to tell it, hey, find all the segments where I say grease. Grease.
Grease is...
Also, we're almost at 1500, and we did that in about 10 minutes. So we went to this antique shop, okay? Which is just really cool, you know, you just get to see a bunch of old shit, what people have going on, right? And what people have donated and used to have. I wasn't planning on really buying anything, and I ended up walking out with 2 items. One of them was just like a really cool crystal flower thing that I thought was just really pretty, and I'm probably going to give just because, I don't know, I'm just that type of person. Why not? But the other thing I got, and I'll show it to you guys, is right fucking here. Because I think it's really interesting, right? The other thing I got is a Holy Bible. Now, when I first saw this, I was really confused. I was like, is it just a really big book, or is it storing a Holy Bible? It's storing a Holy Bible. Here's why I bought it, okay? Does that text come through? It doesn't quite come through. I'll read it, okay? This Holy Bible is presented to you in recognition of your loved one's service to our country. We sincerely hope that you will find comfort, consolation, and strength through God's word. Our deepest sympathy, and then where it was from. This Bible was given to someone whose life was lost for our country. This is a veteran's Bible, like a dead veteran's Bible. It is all white with gold. I've never seen a Bible like this. It is all white and gold, right? And it's both the King James Version and the New Testament. And like
Dude,
inside the
sick.
pages and stuff, like look, they have like outlines, and they're like actually plastic and shit. Just has a bunch of notes of like different family members and stuff. It is a nice, very pretty, and very pristine Bible that comes in like this fucking case. This was given to a dead veteran. Why the fuck would you give this to an antique store? What is wrong with you? Dude, I felt like as soon as I realized what it was and why it was there, I could not just leave it. Again, I'm not super religious. I do believe in God, because that's just my belief, but like I don't really believe in anything else. And I also think the Bible has been, you know, translated way too many times to be fully accurate. Whatever stories are in here probably aren't the stories that were originally told, if there was an original version, because obviously it had to start somewhere. But that's just like my belief. That's what I think of. Okay, it's not super technical or anything. Dude, I could not rest my soul if I let this Bible just sit there and rot, and if someone else got it, like, no. This is not my Bible. I would never get rid of this. And to be clear, I think like the Bible and everything, or anything that's holy or like sacred, shouldn't really be thrown away, whether you're religious or not, right? Like there is attachments and there is, well, a basis, a religion tied to it. You shouldn't really disrespect it, even if you don't believe in it. It's kind of like disrespecting your nation's flag, right? Like it's a symbol of your nation, of the freedoms, or whatever else is going on in your nation. You shouldn't really disrespect it, whether you like your nation or not, right? Like I truly believe that's the case. Even like the satanic fucking Bible and all that shit, I don't think should be disrespected, whether you're satanic or not, because to someone out there, that's their god, whether it's wrong or not, right? That is one part of religion I can't understand. God is good all of the time. Then why is there so much evil? Oh, because there's free will. But if he's all powerful, why doesn't he just get rid of the free will then? Oh, well, he can't do that because he did this, he did... Motherfucker! If he did it, he can undo it! What are you talking about? Does that mean we're, like, part God, and our free will is something that even he himself can't control? If that's the case, then he's not all-powerful! So, like, that part of religion, I truly believe, is an extreme. I think it's an extreme to believe in a God who is this all-good, all-powerful entity that created everything and knows everything, and yet does nothing about it. Because he, what, can't? He created it! What are you talking about, dude? I'm not very good at reading. I've never been good at reading. I've never been good at totally understanding text because the way my brain processes information is not... It's just not consistent. I don't know. So even reading like a segment of the Bible, it takes me like an hour to understand a page of it. One creator that I kind of noticed has a lot of Bible, or a lot of like religious undertones is actually 21 Pilots. When I was listening to a few of their songs and everything, there was a lot, and I do mean like a lot of undertones regarding, not even just like the topic of religion, but God and their history with religion in and of itself, which I think is really cool. Well, I guess I can call her girlfriend. My girlfriend has a friend who was raised in the depths of religion and actively kind of hates it. But it has given me more insight on the people who have basically been forced to have religion shoved down their throat. They like despise religion. But I'm wondering if people who despise religion like that because they grew up with it being, again, kind of shoveled down their throat, only hate it because it was shoveled down their throat, and would actually have a interesting opinion on religion if it wasn't, right? Like, instead of just hating it, they would come to the conclusion that we do, right? Or, like, their own version of religion. And I would love to see a world where I got to learn or hear about what other people think about religion. And not just, like, I hate it or I'm Christian or something. Like, I want other interpretations of religion. We might be reaching a little bit of a limit here. Because my micro stutters seem to be pretty random right now. All right, then we're hitting some work. So,
I also dropped to like 60 FPS in the locker hallway.
oh yeah, no, that hallway's laggy. So one thing I've talked about is that there's different versions of you, right? Like how you perceive yourself is not at all how someone else perceives yourself, which means the same logic applies to a god or anything for that matter, which means that there's already different versions of God in every single person's mind. Which again is why I would love to hear other people's vision of that, other people's logic of that. I think the tube, on top of all of the items that we have, aka the grease, is what's contributing to that lag factor. I think if this was just one
probably
base,
a bit of all of it.
Yeah, I think if this was separate from the giant tube, it might not lag nearly as much. I also don't know the size of this save, but it's probably, like, I gotta imagine, even if these are like 1 kilobyte, we're pushing it. Whatever is it, like, literally everything in a history book is painted so that whatever actually happened was perceived better than it was. That's why we have so much evil in the world, and that's why our government's run by fucking pedophiles. Because it was exactly, it was cherry-picked. Not even just, like, the Bible, but just everything. It was literally cherry-picked. We are at, 2,405, so we're almost a quarter of the way. Or see, we're a quarter of the... We're 25%, baby! 25%! We collected so much grease that the sky broke. If I really wanted to.
The sky with grease.
It has been a while. How you doing? Every 500 grease, we do a new verse. You know, RC, I'm gonna be honest. This is actually a pretty can't speak. Cathartic experience, yeah. Name the video a verse from the Bible. Grease made me religious. God, that's awesome. I'll do one. I'll do like the 3 test thing. You know, where I can have 3 different titles. One of them will be something that stupid. Out of everything in life that you could really talk about, there's 3 main ones that everyone has something to say about, and that's religion, money, and sex. Like, without a doubt, those 3 subjects, everyone has something different to say about them. So, that's kind of why we always falter back to talking about it. Also, so, I don't know if you guys remember, but at one point I said like everyone's got a little bit of autism or whatever. Kind of as like a semi-joke, right? Because my whole point was that everyone has quirks and things that could be tied to autism or tied to ADHD or whatever, because, well, everyone has quirks, right? Like, that was all my point was. I didn't realize that that's actually a really big topic nowadays, and that people have been saying that not really as a joke, but like as a serious commentary. And that's wid I got like two sides of the same coin of like, well, you probably shouldn't say that because it is slightly offensive. Dude, I saw what other people were talking about when they were like, oh, everyone has autism. Dude, that's just not what I meant at all. I didn't mean it in like a literal sense. Everyone's got a little bit of autism. I just meant like everyone has quirks that for some reason keep getting tied to autism. When I don't think it means you have autism. Are tied to it because they keep adding shit to it. Like, oh, that's autism. Oh. Why farm Greece? Why not farm Greece? Dude, stop bonking. Get the fuck out of here. Ah, yes, Streamlabs. I can't believe Streamlabs stopped you from spamming 30 fucking Greece emotes. Unbelievable. Truly, truly a crime. How dare it protect the spam? The wall of Greece. RC, we're at locker 70 fucking 6, by the way. And it's to the point where if I do like a spin here, I lag.
Yeah, but you didn't get to call out the good numbers.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
I got 67.
Hey,
and
76
69.
is just reverse of... It's just the reverse of the funny one, okay? You know what? I would go as far as to say that math is probably the closest thing that we have to understanding God. It literally gives us answers to why the universe exists and functions in the way that it does. And it's not like it's inaccurate. No, it's just like it literally tells us exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, why it happens, when it happens. Like, what the fuck? All right, how much are we at? Are we at like 3,000? 2,700 basically. So we are doing about 1,000 an hour if we keep at it. We're almost 30%. Woo! I think purpose is a really weird subject. I don't know why my brain has suddenly thought about that right now, but the idea that like someone has purpose or someone has a purpose that you then have to go and find and like that's just what you do, I think is really stupid. I mean, it's definitely hard to find something that gives you a fulfilling meaning, like makes you feel like you're fulfilled in life, but I don't know if trying to find just one specific thing is the best way to do that. Because people will absolutely have you believe that because you don't know what you want to be, that you're failing in life. Like, I hate the whole, like, oh, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? Motherfucker, I'm 12!
I have to grow up first to find out.
Exactly. Of course I don't know what the fuck I want. You want to be a failure? Well, don't worry. You will have plenty of chances to do that. He is a jealous god. For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire. Even a jealous god is apparently do it chapter 4 verse 24. So it's literally just all of the different verses and everything that showcase that God is a jealous god. That's
What's he jealous of if he's God?
I don't... Well, he's jealous that people don't worship him, it seems like. I think that's what it's kind of going into. So, like, I don't know. But it also says God finds no pleasure in wickedness. So it's not like he finds pleasure in punishing those of that he's jealous, you know, that they don't worship him. So this is basically boiling down to God is narcissistic. This will be a very interesting thing to edit. If the video's like 20 minutes long, you know I cut a lot of this talk out. Yeah, trans people. Actually, I don't want to say anything. I realize that if I say something even jokingly, I might offend someone.
Yeah, I don't think that's the kind of controversy we want.
The wrong kind, the wrong kind. Back it up. I was gonna say something to the effect of like, so it's definitely a mental illness.
I was drinking water.
I think it's funny how many people were like, you know, oh, I miss you, come back, come back. We come back, and this is what we're fucking doing. And evidently, not many people are interested in making 10,000 grease piles. Did anyone else see that Fortnite showed that they used generative AI to make their cosmetics? Yeah, so I guess in Unreal Engine 6 or whatever, you'll be able to make generative AI and use prompts and everything. And that's what they were showing off, was that when they make Fortnite characters, they create a base concept art and then use generative AI to make like a 3D rendering of it. And that's what determines whether or not they actually want to make it a skin. Like, the concept of it is human-made, but then the actual like product is mostly AI, because then they just use the AI base. It's really weird. That's always fun to see. I truly am. I'm a very particular content creator. I truly have never found anyone who does whatever the fuck we do. So maybe eventually people will find me and be like, oh, that's really stupid. Let's do that. I mean, seriously, I came out of the woodworks after like a month of not really uploading. And it's just like, oh, I made a Celeste map that's bigger than any of the base game maps. And then right after, oh, here's this incredibly long tunnel that goes through all of Subnautica 2. And then it'll go back to a challenge video, and then here's 10,000 grease in Subnautica 2. Here's a Rain World video. Like, dude, I don't fucking know. So I'm from California. California has some good goddamn food. I don't know what it is about California. I think it's just because I was close to the Mexican border, not gonna lie. But, dude, California had some good goddamn food that I, like, wholeheartedly miss. Where I currently live, I already understood that the food wasn't fucking good at all, but, like, it was serviceable. On my trip, having gone to 3 different states, all 3 states had food about 50 fucking quintillion times better than the food that I've eaten out here. Oh, the Steam controller got an update, so it now shows an estimate as to when you're going to receive your confirmation email. Or, sorry, if you reserved, okay, just reserved anywhere past May, like, 13th, just 2 days after the reservations went up, it quite literally tells you you're not getting it until December or 2027. I did it the hour it was available to reserve, and I'm not getting it until apparently September. That's just my ability to purchase it. You know, okay, so conspiracy theories. We've talked about them a little bit. One conspiracy theory I still to this day can't really wrap my head around as to why people believe it exists is Bigfoot. And why do people still believe that that exists? It's baffling to me because it makes legitimately 0 sense. And what's funny is, while I was out on my vacation, they did a lot of like Bigfoot stuff, right? But a lot of them were like, oh, I believe, you know, oh, he's real, yada yada yada. The guy that we were talking to when he was discussing Bigfoot, because there was a specific guy he was talking about for some reason, he doesn't believe in God, but he believes in Bigfoot. And I feel like there's a really
crazy work.
Right, a super rich irony in that logic. I'm not saying, you know, he has to come out of his delusion. I'm just pointing out that, hey, you might be delusional. You know, another thing that I've never really believed in that a lot of people do believe in, including my current, well, girlfriend. And that's tarot cards. I've met a lot of people who believe in that. And, I mean, there have been cases where they'll do or ask something with the tarot cards, and then the conclusion that the cards come up with are exactly what happens in reality, which is always kind of weird to me. But I still don't know if I believe in them. Because, like...
I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
True. I honestly feel like it might be one of those cases where by manifesting a conclusion, it allows your brain to then attempt to make that conclusion come true. You know, kind of like the whole, if you try not doing something, you usually end up doing that or becoming that. They are really cool.
Yeah, my mechanics teacher always used to say, quick, don't think about red chair.
Right. Same logic, right?
When he says that, immediately red chair.
Yeah. Or like, you know, when someone's sneezing, you say, what is it, elephants or watermelon or some random shit just to make them think of something else, and they completely forget to sneeze, or they'll stop sneezing. If someone's about to sneeze and you say, don't think about pink elephants or something, and it just thinking about it will almost always stop them from sneezing. I don't know. What is the stupidest thing that I've done? Because this has to be up there. Lockers. And we're currently at... Oh my god, we need 22 more for 4,000. I apparently have hit the age. Maybe not the age, but I've apparently hit that point in my life where I at least look like an adult enough that people are telling me Happy Father's Day.
They're saying you look like a young dad.
I know.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is a little...
I've never gotten a single Happy Father's Day.
Dude, I've gotten 3. Like, and every time it's from another dude, which I think is pretty funny, but it's just like, it's caught me off guard. It truly has. Why am I concentrating on doing this? This is not like something that requires all that much concentration. I know it's slightly serious business, but like, very serious. We must get this done, ourselves. Think about what will happen if we don't get 10,000.
Been pretty chill grabbing the orbs. I've just been like trying to min-max as hard as I can the whole time.
I know. That's what I'm starting to do, is like, oh, how quickly can I get this? You know what's really crazy is that while I was on vacation, I saw that Elon Musk is the world's first trillionaire.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's 1,000 billions. That is a million millions. Like, are we fucking... Are we serious right now? A million? Like, I saw a report at some point, somewhere near my town or state, I don't even know what it was, but a millionaire built, like, a couple hundred homes for the homeless. A millionaire built a couple hundred homes. By that logic, a billionaire could build tens of thousands of homes. And a trillionaire? Dude, we're talking hundreds of thousands of homes. And that's assuming they used however much money that this person used, which I'm assuming they didn't use all of their money, of course. So, like, think about it this way. If you had $1,000 and you needed to, say, buy something like insurance, it cost you $300. That's a third of your wealth. You could buy a century's worth of that same insurance that cost someone a third of their paycheck, a century's worth of it, and you would still be a trillionaire. Like, it's an unfathomable amount of money. You would have to buy pretty much like every company that you possibly can, and I don't think you'd be able to spend it all before you died. Thousands are literally pennies to him. $100,000 is equivalent to $1. $100,000. Something very few people actually make in a year is a fucking buck for him. Like, if he wanted to buy milk at a store to, like, equate it to a minimum wage person's paycheck, it's unironically like $400,000. And
also
that
just not even worth his time to go buy stuff.
You're right. Like, dude, it's unfathomable. That it's without fathom. Like, the reason most people who are like, oh, you know, if I was a billionaire, I would give most of my money to the reason you say that is because you would never be a billionaire. That's the exact logic that literally stops you from being a billionaire. The only reason anyone ever has more than a fucking $1 million in their pocket is if they're that, like, egotistical that they don't understand that anything more is useless. Right, which is exactly the reason you're not. Like, that, that's what sucks. And imagine 1,000 times a million, and you're at, like, I can't. It's insane. At 1,000 times a million, you're then at a fucking, what, 10 billion or something? I think the saddest part about it is that kids growing up today will be growing up with people who have trillions of dollars. The sad part about being concerned about the future is you either have two takes. You're either concerned about the future and live in anxiety and dread your entire life because, I mean, obviously, like, you just realize how fucked of a society we are and how horrible everything is going to become. Or you stop caring about the future because you won't be here for it, in which you become part of the problem in the first place. So no matter what, you're fucked. It's kind of funny because, like, oh, if you look at old, like, Google ads, for instance, old Google ads were like, no ads, no pop-ups, no trackers, blah, 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 blah. Like, no bullshit, you just use it and you can do whatever you need it to do. Compared to, like, nowadays, where Google is quite literally exactly what it is. What it was marketing not to be. I think for me, what'll end up just happening is you just kind of roll with it like everyone else. And on the off chance you become part of that elite, you try to make a difference because that's the only way it'll ever stop. But it takes enough people to do that for the change. And the problem is there is so much evil out there, so. This is so stupid.
I know, the animation and sound is finally working when we're doing it right next to each other.
Right. Usually it just fucking breaks, but no, we get to listen to it. Yay. I really hope they add grease as like an integral resource at some point in the development, because holy shit, we'll be set. Did you notice that our tadpoles are constantly spewing bubbles now?
Oh, just outside of the moon pool?
Yeah, where are you? Yeah, no, look at our tadpole. Even when we're not moving, they're active.
I've noticed that, like, the first time I get out of my tadpole, I teleport to where I docked into it the first time.
That's interesting. Alright, another anomaly has occurred. Almost halfway, and it's starting to actually affect animations. Hey! 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 Chill. Okay. My, like, poison shroom clouds thing? You know the plants, right? They go by and they puff out poison stuff. They're invisible for me. I bent Subnautica 2 to its knees using grease. Like, I don't... What's a good title?
Greased up Subnautica 2.
Time to ask AI. See what it says.
YouTube AI.
Like, it just straight up told me, yeah, your click-through rate and watch time are fantastic, and people are avidly watching it, but the thumbnail sucks. So I changed the thumbnail, and that worked.
If you send me this save when you leave, I will consider trying 20,000 grease.
I wish you all the luck in the world if that winds up occurring.
Yeah, your tadpole just has bubbles coming out of it. Mine doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It broke. I don't know what happened. How do I plan to make this interesting for sane people? The same way I made the last one somewhat interesting. It's just going to be all the interesting conversations and nothing else. That's like the only way I can make this somewhat interesting for anyone. Just a bunch of like conversation and funny little moments with the collector. There's not nearly as funny moments here because what the fuck am I supposed to do? It's fucking shitting grease at my face. What, like, you know, there's few things that send shivers down my spine, but the word grease is kind of one of them. You know what we should try to do? We should try to find other forms of media that use grease in like stupid ways, like TV shows or movies or something that grease is utilized to fight the villain or something. Yeah, me sitting here crafting fucking grease, my FPS drops to 90 or about 80. That's down to 30. Oh god.
I don't have many skills in this game, but I can tell you where all of the grease nodes are.
Dude, looking at the grease pile, I drop below 60 FPS. Looking at all the lockers, I hit like 50s. I can't believe people aren't sticking around to watch grease. Or, sorry, 5,000. We're at 4,800 RC.
So close to halfway.
Stop saying it like that. I kind of wish I had the frame data on prior so I could measure like the decrease in performance over time, but
I wonder if it's affecting how fast things grow.
maybe, because I mean they're still pretty much instant for me. I mean, a few of them will break and like take super long, but in general they're all growing still.
Well, I see a lot of grown ones that like they let me pick it up, but they're just like ghost ones. I don't actually get the item.
I've had like 2 like that, but that might be more of a non-host issue, right? I gotta imagine you're gonna experience different issues compared to me. Holy... Like, my frame graph is horrible, dude. Alright. Another 200 grease. This will put us over 5,000. Just 8 more hours. I don't think it'll take us 8 more hours. I think it'll take us maybe 6. That's 83 minutes. So that's over... That's like an hour and a half of just crafting. Yeah, outside of the skybox, nothing major has broken. But the skybox has been broken, I think, since we started this grind. I don't really know what occurred there. Like, around the time we hit 1,000, I think, is when I noticed it was broken.
The game read our intentions.
This one's still invisible. Okay, so it's definitely breaking. Certain things just aren't working sometimes. And I'm spitting bubbles from both sides of my tadpole now. I don't know if it was doing that before, but it's not doing okay. I used to do that as a kid in order to wake myself up after I had stopped wetting the bed, because that was like a weird issue I had till I was like 9 or something. But I would drink water and that would wake me up. So I'd drink like a glass of water before going to bed, and then I would wake up like 4 hours later because I'd use the restroom.
New idea. Instead of dismantling the whole base, we drop all of the grease onto the ground in a big pile. Fill the entire hallway.
At that logic, we should have just left the grease on the floor as we were going. But
Well,
I can't
I think
imagine
it'll
they
take
can, like,
way more performance to have it all on the floor.
Oh yeah. And Steam just notified me that you can now buy the Steam machine. How much is it? Let's find out together. Featured. Huh? Steam machine, yep. Oh. With controller, it's 1,128. For the 2 terabyte model, it is $1,349. I think I know why the skybox might be broken, by the way. It doesn't seem to be progressing at all. I just now realized, I think it's been this
I think
exact...
we're in a permanent time of night and day.
Yeah, I think it's straight, like the whole day and night cycle is broken. I think that's what specifically happened. And that definitely... Oh yeah, we do. I don't know what base it's at. I think it's at the far one. Any chance that I could chase something that could potentially make me actually happy, I'll take. Because I've not been happy very much in my life. The only problem is it requires you to trust people and not have the greatest of luck with people trusting. There's way too many evil people in this world. Because that mod I had did have a freeze time option and also like make it always morning, day, or night or whatever. So I'm wondering if that broke for some reason. Holy shit, it takes forever. Yeah, when I finish crafting what I have here, we'll be at 5520. Because as long as I cut out all of the topics that we've talked about with it breaking, I can technically say that we broke the sky with grease. It's not clickbait if that's what happens in the video.
You made it day and night at the same time with grease.
We blew up the sun with grease. I do wonder if I can ask AI what's the best title for grease. What it'll think. It'll probably come up with something so just illogical that like no one would ever in their right mind click on it for any reason.
AI just calls you a dumbass.
No one would actually watch it about grease. Maybe instead talk about the topics of AI or I don't know, whatever the fuck else we talk about. Bible. I forgot about all the Bible shit at the beginning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a funky video to edit, I think.
Listen. Listen. You know, it's pretty poetic that my first stream back is another fucking marathon.
Another 12-hour stream.
Yeah. I can't escape that trait. Next Bible verse. We kind of stopped doing that about 4 hours ago. Because most of the Bible verses were just about how evil God is. Not gonna lie. Oh, I do wonder what'll happen if we refund, dude. It's gotta crash the game. 6,300. So yeah, if we get to 8,000 in an hour and a half, we'll just keep going. But otherwise, we gotta call it. There's just no way. And I do think by doing this, we're causing memory leaks. I was kind of joking about it before, but like, my performance does degrade every single time.
Oh, I definitely think it's memory leaks.
Okay, goth girls are so evil, but so pretty, so who cares? You're not wrong. I feel like out of all the kinks there are, goth girls have got to be up there in like one of the most common ones, right? Like the other common ones are, as sad as it sounds, feet and like pregnancy. Those are
I don't
also...
know pregnancy one, but I know the feet thing is a, like weird brain wiring thing.
I think you'd be really surprised how many people are into the whole pregnant thing. Because like outside of those three, what else would be like the most common ones?
I know a lot of my friends have mouth things.
Oh, like what, like a tongue or like just the mouth in general?
Like mouth in general, most like blowjobs and stuff.
It's like oral fixations.
Yeah.
I guess that is probably the most common one then, if that's considered a type of kink. I gotta imagine that's up there. Like, there's just no shot that it's not. But I know feet are... Like, it's gotta be like 30% of people. It's an insane number of people. What, like degradation type thing? At least that's how I would determine that. I don't know if that's as common as like feet. It's ridiculous the amount of people who like feet. Well, I guess another like really weird one would be like, well, ass stuffed. That's the YouTube safe way of saying it. But that's probably another really big one. Masochism? True. There's probably a lot of that. I didn't really think about that.
I feel like you hear about a lot of masochism, but there's not actually a lot of it.
I think that could also be true. I feel like that's a hard one to truly nail down. Jokes don't write themselves. Listen, this is not masochism. Not in a Not in a sexual way. Oh, another one that I've never really understood is like vor. That's another pretty big one, I'm pretty sure. I think by far and wide though, the most common weird one has gotta be feet. I don't think any of those beat up feet still. A lot of these you could probably do like a quick Google or Reddit search and see how many results pop up for them. And that would probably give you a pretty good indication. I'm not gonna do that, but
I just don't want to.
yeah, exactly. Like I'm sure the data set already exists too, but at the same time I'd have to go searching for that data set, so I don't know. I don't want to infect my computer with whatever horrible viruses are contributed to that shit. Why do people like people so much? Because it's the same species? I don't know. No, it's good. Good question. Good question. Might have something to do with that's just how we're designed, but I don't know. One really big one that I think is not nearly as widely talked about, but is definitely up there, would be like a taking advantage. I think that's probably a pretty big kink. I know it is in like spaces where and shit like that.
Yeah, CNC.
Yeah.
It's also the whole like stepmom, stepdad thing.
Incest, yeah, that's another fucking massive one. Yeah, incest is another huge one. That actually, you know what? That's probably up there. That's got to be like top 3. And actually, ironically, that is the 4th most searched thing. Lesbian, anal, big ass, Latina, anime, Asian, femboy. So femboy's in the top 10.
We made it this year.
Femboy's in the top 10. Did I just accidentally craft rubber? Oh my god. I finally failed after like...
No! What the hell?
After like 15,000 fucking things. That's where I fail. Stepmom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the 11th most searched. Then Japanese. Cosplay apparently went up 2. And femboy actually went up by 15, RC. So like that is unironically...
Yes.
Here's an interesting one that's went up by a lot. Cheating. It has made the top 30, but it went up by 10. Is that what it is? Jerk.
Like
oh, jerk off instructions. Okay. Wait, really? People are into that?
Hell yeah, dude.
don't say it like that. Like, hell yeah, dude. That's good.
What? You're not?
I can't say I've ever in my life seen a JOI video, a joy video, whatever you want to call that. I feel like cheating is a very, like, it's, I understand why it's a kink, okay, whatever. But the fact that it jumped up 10 fucking spots, that's pretty bad, I think. That speaks volumes, I feel like. It's kind of funny that all this data is just right here at my fingertips. Literally one Google search and one click. You're interested in where some holy Christianity kinks? There's definitely like nuns, nuns and like priests. Pretty much anyone, Mormons, like anyone who's like super high religious that isn't supposed to really, you know, they're not supposed to have sex. They're supposed to save themselves for God or whatever the fucking thing is. I know is pretty big up there in kinks because, well, they're doing something they're not supposed to, and your brain kind of likes the thrill of that, or at least the idea of it. That's why people like adrenaline and roller coasters and such. It's the same concept.
I mean, even like the gacha games, every gacha game usually has like a nun or a nun female character.
Yeah, that's true. Gacha games are kind of like a really high prime example of a, of like, if you want to know what people like in terms of what they find attractive and whatnot, like that, that'll pretty much tell you immediately. Seriously, one Reddit search, fucking one Google search, and you'll just know. Atlar servers? I don't know what that is. All I know is that gacha games, there's a lot of porn for gacha games. Okay, the most searched video game characters. apparently was Tifa, Lara Croft, Chun-Li, Diva, Ada Wong, and Lady Dimitrescu. And then 2B.
Dude, 2B's been up there forever then.
Probably. I mean, dude,
I mean, I understand, but
yeah, I mean, I played the game, and honestly, I couldn't play the game because it just, I couldn't stare at her ass the entire time. It's distracting.
there's an achievement for, like, upskirting her.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's probably really fucking easy to do, because, my god, those camera angles want you to. Like, I only made it, like, 2.5 hours into the game, or 3 hours into the game, or something. You know, something like the third area. Dude, any ladder, or, like, any boss or enemy, it's usually above you. And it's a third-person perspective. The problem is, I think the whole logic of just, oh, just ignore it, or, oh, just don't really pay attention to that side of thing, is just kind of a bad argument, though, isn't it? I mean, that's like going to a strip club for the drinks and being told to ignore the stripper.
Hey, they have good drink specials, though, sometimes.
But that's my point. It's like, it's not really possible to fully just ignore it. You're gonna notice it whether you like to or not. Also, I only found out really late that you can actually get exterior and indoor grow beds. I think you remember when I found them.
Yeah.
But that, we could probably plant some for these Rototosacs. See what happens. I kind of like using the natural ones, but I could plant a couple right now. See what happens.
I'm curious how fast they would actually grow.
Could you imagine if we could have been more efficient with this? Oh, that's right. We couldn't find the other ones. We were missing like 3. Isn't this a grow bed? Yeah. Bro, it was right here the whole time. Oh, yeah. Consider growing. Holy shit, RC. It literally tells us to grow them. It tells us to grow them. It wants us to grow them. You know what we gotta do. We just have to listen to it. I can't believe it tells you to grow the fucking sacks. That means I can do another intro of it specifically telling us to do something, and we're just taking that to an extreme. Okay, well, now on your route, I guess when you come back, you can go on top of the base and just... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or so you have 30 plants now on top of the base when you come back. The best way to probably do this would be to make a big enough zone that, like, by the time I grabbed them all and then crafted them into grease, they were already regrown, and then you can just keep going back and forth. Yep, that totally breaks.
They are
this.
already grown.
Yeah, we might have just found like a way to completely min-max. Holy shit. And I found a way to place multiple of them without it like being restricted. So I can place a row of 3x3s where I usually can only place 2. Because like a full inventory is what I already have over here. That's insane. It's so quick. Oh my god, we were doing the most inefficient way to do this. This might just speed us up by like a factor of... I think we're just going to be limited by the actual fabricator. It's really hard not to accidentally craft it. I think I need to have nothing in my inventory. Hang on. Because if I can't craft it, you'll see what I'm doing. Like, look how easily I can cluster these now. It's stupid. I'm gonna die to these guys. Are you serious?
They were evil.
You were right. They are fucking evil. RC! Because I bet we could have had 10,000 by now.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Oh well.
Our entire roof could have just been...
Yeah. Alright, so there we go. Now we have like a super hyper cluster. And if I collect all of this, I should be able to just turn it all into plants.
The grease was the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. Oh my god, this is so satisfying. May unironically be the most satisfying thing I've done in this game so far. Dude, and we can just ride on the surface. We have oxygen right here. Like, this is... Oh my god. Like, we could have just had one person up here doing this while the other person crafts, and I don't think we ever would have had a problem. Yeah, dude, that's it. Oh my god. That's so much. Dude, as soon as these are ready to grow, it's... No one is insane enough to do something like that. We are. We did 7,000 basically without doing this, so I really feel like we deserve this. Mercy, when you see the beauty up here.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, like I just finished it. Did you? Oh yeah, very cool. Yeah, look how many we got. Isn't it glorious? Never again. Because this is definitely too many plants up here. I couldn't even clear one bed before the next. It was ready to go again. I literally
we have
couldn't
natural
clear.
lighting.
Oh, does it light the bottom? Or do you just mean in general?
No, I mean like the top.
Oh, I see. Dude, you might want to be careful because you're like, at this rate, the grease will fall into the water. Well, we've done it, RC. This is like the height of efficiency.
Cathartic, bro.
We are limited by the crafter. Yay! So if we have 300 to craft, and we're currently at 7,000. We actually hit the 7,000 mark. We didn't realize. We're pretty close to 7,500. So we're almost a third of the way. But this is we're literally bottlenecked by crafting. So I'm guessing around 25 to 20 minutes of us just sitting here crafting if we're both going at it. And then putting it into lockers. I say we can knock this out in about an hour and a half.
My roommate's gonna come back from work and I'm still farming grease in Subnautica.
I'm glad this story is just being interrupted by bwah, bwah.
The words it said are burned into my memory.
That is
Colder than
RC.
any
Oh my
winter.
god.
Why? It rasped.
I'm taking a
Sound
grease
seemed
bath,
to
leave me
scrape the
alone.
inside of my skull. The fuck? Are humans smarter? But after I did it, after the frame was in its new spot, I felt this wave of calm, relief.
OCD!
Like an itch
He's got
I didn't
OCD!
even know I had. Okay,
That's
whatever.
literally OCD, dude.
Nerves, it's the new place. I'm just settling in. A few
That's
nights
what that
later, I
is.
woke up. Not because of a noise, I just woke up. Taken every single
OCD!
meal out of the pantry. Tuna, corn, beans, soup, all of it. And I'd stacked them. Not just in a pile of. That's the only rational
Split.
explanation.
Bro!
The isolation is getting to me, triggering some latent OCD I never knew I had. My whole day is consumed by
He said it.
Everything has to be perfect, symmetrical. It fills me with a
Do you
kind
want me
of
to do
dread
some more?
that's worse than fear.
Uh,
The thought of the
do
headache,
like-
the humming.
yeah,
And there's
because we also
something
need
else.
cords and we
The
need
real
more
reason I'm
lockers.
still here.
We're actually
Since
limited
this
by lockers
started,
now. That's
Since I've been
stupid.
following these rituals, I've been productive.
It'll
I'm
give
an
me a chance to
architect.
clear
I
your
design things.
pile here, and
I
that'll tell us how
haven't-
close we
I haven't
actually
been
are.
able
Because
to
I think
draw
we're at
a
like
straight
50
line
or
for
8,500.
6
We might be a
months.
lot
My
closer than
creativity was
it
gone,
looks.
burned out. The other night, after recently screened a
Wait, that's
film
it? That's the
called-
whole story? He just like succumbs to the fucking house? Ah, let me
Gives up.
be house. I house now. I believe this should be the last locker. Like, that should be everything we need, if I'm not mistaken. I might be off by like 1 or 2 lockers. If
I need
am.
some titanium to do.
Oh, honestly, just I guess try to find titanium because you can't really uncraft something here. I don't know anything we can't or we can uncraft.
I've given you the best advice that I can. Just leave it alone.
Bro, I
If
literally
that was
made
the
them
case, you
travel
wouldn't have agreed to meet
hours
up.
and
There's
meet like
clearly
literally
something
met
that you
them,
feel
bro,
you
and
should
it was
know,
just like,
I
yeah, fuck
said.
you. Don't actually
No,
think about it. It's
Jake
bad
shook
for
his
you.
head. If I left it like that, you would have kept digging deeper.
Just
I
fucking.
called you
That
here
could have
to
been a
convince
text,
you to let
dog.
it go. Not gonna happen, Mike said. So either you leaving.
All right, where does that
situation the
leave
way
us?
it
What are we
was,
at?
But Mike was already out the door before. I could
8,800,
save
baby.
him. In the moment, there was nothing I could
We're
do. But
almost
follow
at
him.
1,000
I was
left.
selfish, but not with much luck. However, there was an opportunity.
9,100, 900
more.
more.
Mr. Blank had made an appearance.
I'm out. I'm out of the balls.
You're out of the balls. Oh fuck. Hang on, I can get a lot really quickly.
Come aboard.
That's the grease. Yeah, we are greasing it now.
Yeah, we have broken like the entire skybox of the game, and the game is very laggy.
Oh yeah, no, we have no skybox. I don't know what the fuck happened. We greased too hard. We greased too close to the sun. Congratulations. Well, it's congratulations for now. We'll see. So you have 150 to craft. We're at 9,700. And I have 35 here, just like 35 on the floor. I think we only need like 150. Or like maybe 100. And we should be good. Let's fucking go, RC.
This could have been done hours ago.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
We could have been free, and your girlfriend wouldn't have been mad at you.
Listen, it was worth it. All right, so we're at 9,900. Let's put these in a locker and see where that puts us. 9,917. So we need to craft. We have enough to craft here. So this is it, RC. We're at the end of the line. Oh my god, RC, we need 21 more. If we each craft 10, one of us can craft the last one. Oh my god, RC, we're here! We're fucking done! Let me go get more quartz, because I think we need like 3 more quartz. Alright, whatever. No, we'll just do
Healing chest.
We'll just do a fucking corner locker then. 322 lockers. At least in this corridor. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, we should be exactly 1 away from 10,000. If not, that was the 10,000th fucking one. We're 2 away,
not,
what do you mean?
If not, we can pull one out and redo it.
It's okay, RC, I'm gonna put this in, and it should be at 9,999.
We can put it in at the same time.
Yes! 9,999 grease. RC, do the honors. Grease. Yes!
Let's go! I'm keeping it, it's mine.
No, put it in the locker. We gotta see
No,
10,000.
it's mine.
Put it in the locker. I'm gonna watch the number tick up. There we go. Now put it in, RC.
Yes, sir.
Yes! 10,000 goddamn grease.
Yeah, clip it.
Oh my god, dude. We're fucking done. 10,000 grease under the sea. We fucking did it.
I am the grease man.
I mean, you crafted, I would say, what, at least the ladder, like 4,000 while I farmed it. Dude, what do we even do now? We actually
I think the next plan was to back up this world and
oh my god,
base
yeah.
refund.
Oh my god, we can refund it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
yeah.
Look at base. Refund. Oh god.
I crashed.
Oh, it didn't crash.
That's exactly what I expected from doing that.
Oh, don't open it. Don't open the storage.
We made
I just made a
New title for the
petabyte.
video. New title for the video. We made a chunk ban in Subnautica 2.
Not even a chunk man. I made a fucking petabyte, what do they call it? A petabyte bomb? Dude, I don't think it's gonna load. I think I might have broken the game.
Yeah, I disconnected trying to join twice.
Oh!
Did you get 1 frame?
I got 1 frame! Someone clip
my
it!
God.
Someone clip it! I need to know if it showed anything, dude. I'm gonna click it again.
No.
We did do 10,000, but here's the thing. In the middle of editing, 2,000, whatever the thing is. I said this because I've always thought it was 10,000 when I went to look it up so that I could have context here, it's 20,000. It's not going to be part 2. I'm going to do it in one video, but we're only halfway. So we moved. The goalpost is moved. We got to go. Right. So yeah, I moved these lockers so you can still access these ones here. Right. I mean, they're just full of grease. And I put a ladder up, and then I built this tunnel. This is where we're going to put the next 10,000 grease once we get around to it. But it should go faster now because we have this farm. And this farm will allow us to literally just go through, and we should be able to pick up a full inventory before we've even crafted it. They should already be grown back. Before we've even put it anywhere, they should have grown back. So my hope is, you know, it should make it a lot faster. Now, the crafting time is still going to be about 3 hours of just pure crafting. So the sooner we get started, the better. I think this will be about twice as fast as last stream. Now, RC did show a way to get multiple in one spot, which is kind of cool. But until I actually get there, it shouldn't it shouldn't be that bad. Riveting gameplay. Dude, we did this for like 14 hours. I think it'll only take us about 6. So it turns out it's 20,000 leagues under the sea. It is not 10,000 leagues under the sea. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. This should go by so much faster with this farm and everything. Which is kind of ironic, because we made this farm after the fact, for the most part. And we're like, well, I guess we'll never technically need it. So there we go. I have 300 to craft, and so it's just going to be crafting. Bitrate? Oh, well, yeah, unfortunately those plants are going to kill it. I can't just do only 10,000 if the whole point is that it's parodying the novel. But I'm doing a different style. So I went back and watched a lot of my old videos. Because as one does, I mean, I made it for myself initially, so it makes sense that at some point I would gravitate to watching them. And I did. And I kind of just really enjoyed the old style of how I did them. I kind of realized that my editing is a little too hyperactive. And I've said that before in the past, right? I mean, I've said that continuously, like, I'll cut down the editing, and I have kind of cut down the editing, but also I've started making my content more focused on the editing part of it, if that makes sense, so that I can do a lot more edits. I think a really good example of that is the Peaks of Yours video. I think the Peaks of Your video is a really good video, simply due to the fact that it's edited in such a nice and pleasing way. I really enjoyed making that Peaks of Your video, and I really enjoyed watching that Peaks of Your video. It's probably my favorite video I've made. But I understand why it didn't do well, and why it probably will never do well in the first place. And then I was looking at my most latest Silksong videos, the last 2 that I've done, versus my big Silksong videos. So I decided to start cutting down on my editing. So this Subnautica video about the 10,000 grease is a very slow video. It's intentionally less edited. I'm leaving a lot more segments that are just broad. I'm trying not to move the camera too much. And it's just a lot of me talking and interacting with you guys and interacting with the game and laughing at silly moments. And if it does a little bit better than the last Subnautica video, then that's probably what I'm going to stick with. If it does about the same, I'm probably going to stick with it. Even if it does a little bit worse, I'm probably going to stick with it. Keep you off my mind. Woo, woo. All right, so that was 300. Let's see what our pile looks like. Grease. So I'm actually thinking it might be best to make like a mini portion over here that's just lockers. So what we do is we collect all of these, throw them into lockers, and then we go and craft them wherever we need to craft them. Does that make sense? Like, it might actually be better to leave a couple of these as not grease. We've actually figured out how to min-max grease. That doesn't feel right. Why am I making more grease? Oh. I'm getting kind of tired of explaining this. I gotta figure out a way to explain this easier. So I got the Steam Machine message. I could have bought a Steam Machine. But upon thinking about it more and more, and when I was having an issue with the purchase itself, I opted not to get it. Especially because the performance numbers. The fact that it's, like, barely weaker than a PS5, and we already have a PS5 plus my computer, it just didn't sit right with me to actually purchase it. When RC gets on, either I'm going to be sitting here just crafting while RC grabs the grease, or vice versa. So I really only need one other person. I don't know. But a Chinese player has golden buried my Celeste map. It isn't a full clear, which is definitely less, you know, a lot less difficult. Yeah, they 100% or they golden buried my Celeste map. Also 400 votes. Oh my. I think this will put us up to 11,000, baby. That's insane. I remember walking by some kids who were selling candy, and they were like, "Yo, you want some candy?" And I was just like, "Yeah, what's $5 gonna get me?" And they just gave me like a whole box and a half, and I was like, "All right, cool, thanks." Like that type of thing, I'm cool with. You know, I'll overspend if it's just kids trying to make like summer money or something. You know, they can't work or whatever. I don't know. It's illegal. Who cares, dude? Who the fuck cares? People do it anyway. Kind of like garage sales, same sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but garage sales are no longer like garage sales. People will specifically, because you have to get a permit, people will get it, and then they'll go and buy stuff and then have a garage sale where it's just brand new stuff. It's like they bought it specifically for the garage sale to make money. And it works, and it's dumb. I hate it. You can't just like randomly have a garage sale. You can theoretically in some places, but a lot of them no. And also, if you decide to do it in one where you do need a permit, you do get in trouble. RC, I tell you what, if we can get this done by noon. Oh, hey, RC. Let's go. You'll be in charge of continuing this line then. Oh, single quartz. Thank you. Alright, with RC in the game, we should, this should definitely speed up the process. I know RC already needs more Rototosacs, but I gotta get this first. 380, good god. But now with two of us crafting, and RC, it should go fast! Oh boy. Oh, you brother. Oi, me. Oi, way.
I will gift it to you right now, and then you will have to play with us.
I would honestly feel obligated to, but that shouldn't be why. I should want to play. There's so many loggers. Isn't it kind of funny that we're basically doubling everything as if it wasn't already laggy enough?
Hopefully, because we're not building vertically, the game should be able to handle it a bit better.
I think it... Well, okay, so I think I know why it actually was dying so hard with the vertical tower. When I went to refund just that 1,000 meters, right? It was... Like, our base right now is 56,000 meters cubed. That 1,000 meters up was like 59,000 meters cubed. So I think the size of the rooms and the way it calculates like the height on top of everything else is what was breaking it so hard. So it should be fine. We're at 12,500, so we're already a quarter of our goal. Does anyone have a... Like, what's your guys' favorite television show? If you have one.
Aspen Hotel.
Valid, okay. I can rock with it. I think mine
Although
might
I
be...
still haven't seen season 2.
How have you not seen season 2?
Just haven't.
What? But like... but it's better than the first season.
I don't know. I'd have to watch it.
I think it's better than the first season. I think my favorite TV show is probably House.
House MD?
Yeah, House MD.
I've only ever seen like YouTube shorts on it.
I have watched the entire series at least like 3 or 4 times, and I don't know. It's just I think it's just one of the best written characters. Like, he's just consistent throughout, well, mostly consistent throughout the entire show. It's got its flaws, of course, but if sisters obsessed with House, I think that makes sense.
Actually, I think I may have watched like the first 4 episodes because there's some terrible malware infested site that just has every single episode on it.
There's a few of those. I think outside of that, probably Breaking Bad for the same reason. Just the characterization is something it itches my brain.
I'm definitely on my YouTube Minecraft era right now.
Yeah. What
I've been watching a whole bunch of SMPs and stuff.
Okay. Pretty nice, what kind of Minecraft stuff. I really want to get into Minecraft. Like, I really, really do. It's just not my content, so I don't think I could make content on it, sadly.
All the SMPs also, you like grind really hard for like 2 weeks, and then you have a big end fight, and then like the game is over.
Right, and I don't really want to do that. I want a forever world type thing, but it's not my content, so I don't think it's something I could pivot to. I saw the new Rayman Legends was coming out, or a new Rayman game in general was coming out. Rayman was probably... I think Rayman is kind of like my childhood platformer outside of Super Meat Boy. I used to draw the little tooth creature from Rayman Origins, and I would hide the 10 teeth around my house, and I would have my sisters try to find them, and if they found them, I gave them my allowance.
My only interaction with Rayman is because they added him to Brawlhalla.
He's dog shit in that too. That being said, when I leave RC, you're absolutely taking over, right?
Yeah, give me your stream key.
I got you. I got you. They run the same page, you know? So it's whatever. It's fine. Yeah. Look how many times it's like. Look how it's in order: of gold, of servers, of silver, of every. I don't know why. That's just kind of satisfying to me. Passion fruit's one of your favorite fruits. How have I never had this passion fruit thing? Maybe I have it. I just didn't know.
I've only had like good fresh fruit when I was in Hawaii.
That makes sense.
Because they have like fruit markets there.
When I was in Pennsylvania, they had a lot of Amish things. What are they called? Honor,
Like
things?
farmer market, something?
Yeah, but they were like honor systems. Like, you just kind of literally went there, paid however you thought it would cost, and then that's it. You just take whatever you want. Which is crazy to me. Because, like, they just trust you to actually leave money. And they have low theft, which is boggling to me. It's just there. It's just free. There's no one, like, at the station or anything. It's literally just sitting there. You can go get like a dozen eggs, and you just pay whatever you think it costs.
Hey,
Put
if
us
you pulled
down.
up to the Hawaii house and I offered you a part of my leg, would you try it?
I think I'd leave, brother. The fuck? What? No, I am not eating your leg. That's...
But it's already off. It's a once in a lifetime experience.
Okay,
man.
so what you're telling me is that you need a dick as long as it wasn't on someone.
I don't know. I'd have to try it first.
Yeah. guy. Y'all are ridiculous. What's new? Hey, at least RC's honest, you know? And to be fair, I'd probably be more enticed to eat a cooked dick than I would be to eat a cooked leg. I'm just saying. It would probably be more interesting for me to do than to eat a leg. I don't know if I'd be totally
The
into
dick
eating a
is
leg.
not like good meat. I don't think.
No, it's not. Oh, man. So what you're saying is, you know, you want to taste my leg?
No, no, no. I like my legs.
But RC. But it's not
Think of the
illegal.
content.
It's, yeah, exactly, the content. Think of the accolades. We would be deemed heroes.
Look, you guys can come over to my house in Hawaii and we can all have ham and cheese, but it's my leg.
It would still be endangering? Well, not really. Again, if
This
I
all
was
came
gonna
up
lose
because
the leg.
the guy got a surgery and it had to go and they just let him keep his leg.
Correct. So, like, technically speaking, there are loopholes around it. If I get run over by a truck suddenly and I can lose my legs, we're eating it.
New stream idea?
New stream idea, get run over by a truck for science. One thing I'm gonna miss, honest to God, is playing VR. I never said I wouldn't miss you guys. What? Of course I'd miss you guys. I've constantly talked about how much I would miss streaming and how I don't really want to leave. I'm taking a chance for me to be happy, and I mean, not that I'm not happy now, it's just like the two things I want in my life is this, which is my dream job. I would love to just do stupid shit and make people laugh. That just sounds like such a pleasant and honest to God good experience.
There's a few of, because I have I watch Whiffy's ARG videos to go to sleep,
Yeah.
and I've started my own playlist, and I have a couple of your videos in there that I've watched about that much. The Pilgrim % one,
Interesting.
and
I did
the
like
Rose
that
Shirt % one.
Okay. Honestly, the video that I go back to on my own channel, but it sounds weird to say, but like, I don't know. I made them because I enjoyed them. Where is it? The gun %. I'm 20 minutes into the video, right? And we're only like 1,500 at that point. And then in less than like 6 hours, we then hit 10K. And at this rate, in less than 6 hours, we're gonna hit 20. It's so much faster. Like, I think about a future or a reality where I never did like Silksong. That would have been tragic. And I almost did it. That double boss video, I almost just like decided not to do. I did the first couple bosses and was like, I don't know if this will be entertaining. And then I was like, I'll finish it because it's kind of cool. We're almost at 15,000. We're almost halfway there. That's crazy. Okay, a good example of like attractive women. Sabrina Carpenter is, yes, like objectively more attractive than other women, but I don't think they're that attractive. I saw a lot of people like simping over her and everything. Okay, buddies. She's not tall enough to pin you down. All right. Hey, look, Nico. Listen, some things better left unspoken.
This grind on its own has probably knocked years off of my mouse's life.
Yeah. You know what I've always done that, I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed by now, is that I love using big words in incorrect ways because I can never actually remember how to utilize them in their formal pronunciations. As a kid, I always struggled with that in English, and then I kind of just learned that I could do that. Like, purposely fuck it up, and no one will question it for some reason. Or at least no one will actually say something about it. Until I say something, like, actually completely incorrect. And then they're like, well, I don't think that word means what you think it means. They're like, probably not. I do wonder how much of it is me actually just fucking it up, or There's a name for
I
something
used
like
to
that?
be a moderator in a Facebook group when I was like 12 years old for like competitive Pokemon. And I
Okay.
remember using the word suffrage wrong because I didn't know it was about voting, and I was on like ranked ladder and I was causing suffering, and I was like, I'm causing so much suffrage right now, and everyone was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's hilarious. I can't wait for the future where I'm like, man, I could really go for a pizza, and then a pizza man just like shows up at my door like, hey, you wanted pizza? And I can just pay for it right then and there. They listen to us anyway. They might as well just do that, right? I honestly, I don't
feel
know
like
if I'd
that's
mind
where
that.
it starts getting uncanny.
But I feel like I wouldn't mind that much. If I'm like really hungry and I'm like, I'm gonna go buy pizza or I'm gonna go to Domino's, they should just be like, they should just text me like, we're on the way, we're on the way. Don't move. And it's
I
just
could really
a
go
race.
for some pizza. You look at your phone, it's like your debit card has been charged for $12.99.
Exactly. Well, $12.99. What future are you living in? It'd be like $29.99. There's very few games I realize that require me to use both hands so vigorously. I think Minecraft was like one of the only ones where, quote unquote, competitively, I was using everything I had available. I wonder if people who watch the VODs or the YouTube videos, when I am listening to a song and I'm kind of just vibing, are questioning what song it is. Especially if I just mumble like 5 lyrics, then move on. Please do it. I mean, I'm sure that someone does it, right? Wow, we're actually low on titanium. We had over 1,000 at one point. $400 to craft. We're at 17,000. We're actually at 16,969. I love math because 2/3 is less than 3/4, right? That's just how that works. So I remember that back in the day, I think it was McDonald's, they had instead of a quarter pounder, they had a third patty. So it was 1/3. Which is, you know, more meat. But it didn't do as well because people thought that 1/3 was less than 1/4. Which doesn't make any fucking sense. Because a quarter pounder versus a third patty, or whatever it was called, apparently, like, I guess people just didn't use their brains. I think it's the one thing about the new generation of children and teenagers and everything. Because they are so tech savvy and so addicted to online media, they are maturing faster. Which isn't a good thing because, well, why the fuck would you want that? But at the same time, it's also kind of a good thing in the sense that they are definitely smarter. The problem is that they are becoming entrepreneurs, if you want to put it that way. Basically, they're making money at such a young age and starting these businesses at such a young age, which is great, cool, whatever, but they're gonna retire at like 40. Like 40 to 50. What the fuck are you gonna do for 60 years? Like, I can't imagine that. I've never had that as a goal. I've never wanted to retire early. The fuck? I'd rather just work till I died. That's why I think content creation would be an awesome job.
Yeah, I was gonna say then this is probably what you want to do.
Yeah, that's why I say this is my dream job. It's exactly what I'd want. There is no end, right? I don't ever really stop. It's always changing. I'm my own boss, right? And I get to interact with people in a non-social way. Bro, what the fuck? That sounds awesome. I love just hearing your crafting noises.
Oh, you can hear them?
Well, when the music stops for 12 seconds, yeah. I also think if I had extra money, I'd probably go get tested to see, like, what my brain's actually doing. I know I have something, right? I mean, if I was diagnosed with depression and they wanted to diagnose me with bipolar, it's probably something, right? I think it'd be kind of cool to figure out what that actually is.
That takes the magic out of it.
It does kind of take the magic out of it. But then I could be like, oh, sorry guys, my fucking... my actual ADHD or autism, or whatever the fuck they diagnose me with, is flaring. And then it could be a whole new bit. Think about the content that I could make with that.
This is what the YouTubers want you to think when they said they did off-screen mining.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want you to think. In reality, they just trying to no cost and threw it all in, duplicated it all. I never really, like, I try my best to at least show it in some capacity because, like, the act of actually doing it is so interesting. Why so much grease? Why not? I love how that's everyone's first, like, question. Why? And it's like, we don't have an answer. Yeah, we have, all of this is grease.
I was talking to one of my friends when we were doing the first one, and he kept asking me why and calling us dumb. Can't wait to send him the picture of 20,000 grease.
That's what I say. Like, it's actually, it's so dumb to the point where you can't even say anything anymore. Oh my god, we passed 19,000. The last stretch, RC. Oh, finally, yippee! Yippee! Oh, I'm spewing. Oh my god, the grease is everywhere. And I've seen some pretty cool bases and such, but they're like, you know, cool and useful. None of them have a story. None of them are interesting, you know? And therefore, they are worse.
Could have locked in and done literally anything useful, and instead we chose to be goofy.
You know, I'm okay with that. It's for content. Especially if this is like my send out. Hey, here's one of my last like 5 videos. we got the 20,000 grease and built until the game crashed. Woo! You know what I should do one of these days is like manufacture my own badges, you know? Like little pins or something for each accomplishment that I've done in a video game. I think that'd be really, really cool. Like, it's just a grease icon with 20k on the bottom of it, and just a badge I wear on, like, a satchel or something. Like, wouldn't that be kind of cool to have? Because we only need 15. 25, sorry. Ugh. 24. God damn, I can't. I can't count.
Oh, we're at 20k. Exactly.
Oh, okay. So well, it says that for you because you have it in the inventory. Just slowly put them in a locker. I'll watch it increment. One more.
Boom.
Thank God, dude. Oh my God! Why did we do this? This is so... RC, thank you once again for... for doing another 10,000 grease. We did it in about half the time, so... Yippee! Hold on, wait.